I've been rebuilding a Cobra T56 for a little while, and I figured I'd do a video on the differences between them and the GM ones, which all I've really discovered as of thus far is this. The 5th and 6th driven gear are two separate pieces, and then obviously everybody knows about the input shaft. But yeah, I mean, I was really confused for a little while because everybody was telling me how much different they were and blah, 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 and it turns out they're pretty much not different at all. Just the gear ratios and 5th and 6th driven gear and the input shaft. But I mean, input shaft, I mean, look how easy it is to replace. Just bought a new one and it just essentially drops right in, put the synchronizer in, you're good to go. Super, super simple. 5th and 6th being two pieces, I'm not really sure that makes a whole heck of a difference, but if it does, I'll make another video on the it being either a pain in the butt or something, but I imagine it won't be. It'll probably be just about the same as installing the one-piece 5 and 6 driven gear. But if it does end up being different at all, I'll make another video on it, but I imagine it won't be. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, I did a couple upgrades of this thing, like I mean, everybody does this too, the bronze, I think it's called a shifter coupling or something like that. It's just where the shifter goes into. And then I also done, here we go, the bronze shift fork pads. These were quite hard to get on, actually. They're very, very stiff. You just have to press them on. There was a little bit of brass that come off with it, but apparently that's all right. Just as long as it's not like a very large amount of brass. I mean, these things are not exactly made to the highest specifications, so I imagine there's probably a little bit too much brass on there. But, I mean, the other ones went on fine, but I just had issues with just the one fork. Then again, that is the 3rd, 4th, it's the 3rd, 4th shift fork, but it's, as you can see, it's made out of steel now instead of aluminum, which just how mine came. It's already an upgrade. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe that's probably why some of the brass got shaved off, because it's not a Tremec shift fork. But yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. The only differences I found are, like I said, 5, 6 and the input shaft, but should be fairly easy. Hopefully I can get it together and shimmed properly and behind this thing. Oh, this is kind of my little project engine I have. This is a 408 Windsor I've built. And I'm planning on putting the Tremec behind it. Hopefully it'll hold it. I'm not entirely sure it will, but people have been telling me that it might. But yeah, hopefully it holds up to it. My estimation on power for this is probably like 550. I don't know. Everybody's saying I can get more out of it. I heard some people telling me I'm insane for thinking I'm going to get 550 out of a naturally aspirated engine, but who knows? Thing took me forever. This thing's taken me forever. And then I got the 8.8 I still have to rebuild. I'm going to put it all on a 2002 V6 Mustang too, so it's going to be great. I'll make a video on that too. I'm going to have to do a ECM swap too to a Holly one. Maybe I'll make a video on the Holly, but yeah, this is just my weird idea and all my junk, and there you go. That's the differences between the Cobra transmission and the GMC transmissions.